Hello. Hello, everybody. This is Christina, and welcome to today's Scientific Forex Live webinar. Before we begin, let's wait a few minutes for the rest to arrive. Thanks for joining me today. As usual, please let me know if you can hear me. Please send me a message into the chat box on the webinar control panel that is at the right corner of your screen. In the previous webinar, I showed you the topics I'd like to cover in the coming webinars. I have received a lot of great suggestions, and so we are having this webinar. We have many beginners with us, so today we will talk about getting started with the basic stuff. I have two special guests from Scientific Forex team who will help us. Wesley is a very good webmaster. He is the person that made the members area and organized our forum. And Tudor, he is a great developer and the person who made the expert advisor you received as bonus. Wesley will show us today how to navigate in the members area, how to navigate in the Traders Lab, and how we can make posts, and how to install the MetaTrader 4 platform. Then Tudor will show us how to set up and use the bonus indicators and how to install and use the Trade Assistant. If you have any questions during the webinar, please type them onto the chat box and we'll do our best to answer all of them. We also have a question and answer session at the end of the webinar. This session is recorded and will be posted in the members area for you to watch or download. Let me pass you on to Wesley. Hi, Wesley.
Hello, Christina.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello, Christina. Hi. Hello. Good morning, everybody. My name is Wesley, and today I will help you guys out and show you how to use the members area and also the forum. And we'll also look at the MT4 platform. There's a couple of people who have been having some trouble getting set up with MT4. There are a lot of questions about the trading platform, how to use it, how to make some of the custom adjustments that need to be made to some of the indicators, like the Fibonacci retracement, and also how to set up their charts. So we're going to go through all that stuff in detail, and I'll show you everything that you need to see. Christina, if it's okay, I'll carry on. I'm ready to go. So okay, you should see my screen right now, and you should see I've just got my browser open. Let me know if you guys see that. You can type into the chat box on the right hand side of the screen. Okay, excellent. Okay, so just before we get started, I just wanted to get an idea of who we have here with us today. If you can type into the box whether you are a beginner, advanced, or intermediate trader, it will give me an idea of what sort of speed to go at. I'll know how to pace myself and how to present some of the stuff that we'll look at today. Okay, excellent, thank you. Okay, good. I see mostly intermediate, but I do see, well, in fact, it's quite even now. Okay, a lot of beginners and intermediate. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, if at any point you feel that I'm going too fast, if you feel that you might not understand something I may have explained to you, just type it into the box and I'll be happy to go over that again. Okay. Let's start with some of the or the members area. I'll take you through the members area. I'll show you the Traders Lab. I'll show you the blog, and I'll also give you some idea of what kind of information that you can pick up from here. Remember, this is one part of the course that you would receive, so you're going to get a lot of information, and there's a lot of interaction in these areas. So if you're not going to pay attention to that or be a part of the forum and get involved there, you're really missing out on a lot of good stuff. So the first thing I want to do is take you out here. You can see I've got my browser open. Okay. The first thing you need to do in order to log into the members area is you need to go and find it. So you would have received this link in the thank you letter that you got. And if you see what I'm typing in here, you can see scientific, that should actually be Forex. scientificforex.com/members. I'm going to post this into the chat so you've all got a copy of this and you can log in and you can take a look around as well. So, John Bentley, please explain how to post a comment in the members area. Excellent. I'm going to do just that. Just so you all have this link. Okay, I've just posted it to everybody in the chat, so you should have that. When you come out over here, you're going to see the welcome area. You're going to see the login screen, and this is where you need to enter your username and your password. Now, the username and the password is contained in an email you would have received when you made that initial purchase. So if you go back to your mailbox and you just search for Scientific Forex or search for Christina's name, you should be able to pull up your username and your password. Now, the usernames are generated randomly, so some of you might have picked up a username that may not have made sense to you and you may not have known where it came from. They are generated, but if you do feel that you want to change it, I'll show you how you can do that at a later stage. So let's just go through this part for now. I'm going to enter my username and my password and hit login. If you've forgotten your password, you see the lost password section down here. Just type in your email address, hit the button below that, and it will send you a password through to your email. Okay, so at this point I've logged in now to the main sort of central hub of the Scientific Forex members area. Okay, and over here you might see a lot of information, you might see a lot of different sections and things that you may not be familiar with, but it's really all quite simple. I'll explain what you can find in each section, and we'll go through some of the sort of interactivity and things that you can do over here. So if you start right at the top here, you've got our main menu, and you've also got our sub menu over here, and each of these different items takes you to a different place, right? Over here you've got the home button, and you'll see that throughout the website. So anywhere that you go on the website, you'll just be able to click the home button and it'll bring you back to the main section here. Okay, so on the right here we've got our latest posts on our menu area. Anything new that has been posted here will pop up on this list here. So if you're away for a couple of days and you come back in here, you can find out what's been going on. You can find out what has been posted, what is the new materials that have been put up on the site, and you'll be able to keep up to date and collect all these. Now if you look over here, we've just put up the Elliott Wave Profit. That's the latest thing, right? If you want to leave a comment or a reply or leave some thoughts on it, you just got to fill out the form, submit the comment. It is held for moderation, and then one of our team will have a look at your comment and reply to it here. So it's also another way that you can contact us, or that you can interact or leave some feedback on the materials that you see on the website. So that's just one way. And then to return back home, click on home and it's going to bring you back out to the main hub. Now on the menu over here, you've got a couple of other options. You can see here, if you click on popular, it's going to show you what is the most popular content. And the content is rated based on the number of views that it gets. So if there's something hot in the forum, or excuse me, if there's something hot on the blog here, and if a lot of people have been looking at it, you'll be able to see that from the popular rating, or you'll see it on the popular list and it should be at the top. You'll also be able to look at some of the latest comments that have come in. Okay, so as more and more people start receiving their packages and getting inside, this will start to pick up over the next couple of days, and you should see a lot more stuff getting posted out here. So let's just go through the different menu options. Over here we've got the Traders Lab. Now this is actually the forum, so I'm going to open this up in a separate tab, and we'll look at that more in depth as we go through. Let's just go through some of the other links that we have here. Over here we have reports, videos, and webinars. Now reports, these are these refer to any new trading reports that we release. As you know, we're a living, breathing, growing thing, and as traders we're always looking at new stuff. Christina's always researching new materials, and we're always releasing new reports, or on topics of interest, or some people we may pick up some topics that need to be addressed, or we need to sort of investigate further, and at times we will release a report. Whenever we do, we'll put a link in here so you have access to that. You can come in over here, just download the report, and you'll get to keep up to date with what we're currently working with. It's the same for videos. In the video section, exactly the same. Sometimes we may find Christina makes some trades, or in the forum somebody wants to or doesn't understand something that well, or that there is a need to record a video to explain a specific technique a bit further. We'll record a video and we'll post it up here in the video section. So if you click on that, it's going to show you all the latest videos that we've uploaded here. Now for the webinars, if you click over here, it's going to take you to a separate page where you can download the recorded webinars. So for a lot of guys that are unable to attend the webinars during the times that we do host them, you can always come in over here, click on that link, and it's going to bring you out to a list where you can download the webinar. Now, if you want to watch it in your browser, click on that link, and it's going to start playing the webinar in your web browser. Okay? I'm just going to stop that and close it. I don't want to eat up my bandwidth while we're on the webinar. And you also have the option to download the webinar. Okay? And you're going to download this in WMV format. Now, WMV format will play with Windows Media Player. It will play with VLC. It will play with pretty much any media player you have. So if you want to download it, what I recommend you do is you right-click on it and choose Save Target As. And once you click on Save Target As, you'll be able to choose the location or the folder where you save this file. So if you prefer downloading the files, and maybe I think a lot of people do because it's nice to have a copy on your machine that you can always refer to at a later stage, just right-click in it and choose Save Target As. And as we go through and do more webinars, what happens is we just keep adding them onto the list here. So at any given time, or at any point you want to refer to a specific webinar, you can come out here, just hit that link, and it's going to bring you out to the page. You'll be able to download every single webinar that we have recorded in one central location. Okay, let's just go back to the blog. Okay, so we've just gone through the different links here that we have at the top. RSS, let's just take a look at this here. This is our RSS feed, okay? And as a lot of you guys, or some of you that are more PC literate may be using RSS readers or feed readers. If you are using it and you want to subscribe to the feed and have your the updates come through RSS, you can use this link here. All right, just click on the link and then you'll be presented with a link, and you can copy this and paste this into your feed reader. Okay, if you don't use it, don't worry, you don't need it. It's just the same as coming out here and checking it out for yourself. Okay, on our sub-menu, a number of different items that we have here. You can see articles, downloads, featured, indicators, reports, support, videos, and webinars. And these are exactly what they sound like. Articles will be any latest articles or topics of interest, or any new releases that we make. We will post them under the articles section. The downloads, as we go along, and I think in the next section you'll speak to Tudor. We're always releasing new bonuses, new gifts, new trading tools. So anything new that we do release, we will put a link to the download in here. So as we sort of go on, you'll find that you'll actually find a pretty good collection of items, reports, articles that you can get from here. Under featured, that's pretty much anything that is big news or something that you need to pay attention to. We'll put it in the featured section, so you'll be able to check that out. Indicators will be any custom indicators that we do create in the future that we can upload there. And reports, exactly the same as we had over here. Support, these are the support options that you have. If you want to contact us or check out the FAQs, you can go in here. And videos and webinars we've discussed already. The webinars, this does not lead you to the different section. This is actually a section in the blog itself. So here you can see some of the updates, and the dates and times for the upcoming webinars will all be posted in this webinar section over here. Right? Remember, the difference between these two links is that over here you get taken to the webinars page where you can download and you can watch the webinars. I just want to pause here for a moment and look at some of the questions. If you have any questions, just post them in and I'll be happy to answer. I think after this we can move on to the forum and I'll show you around there. Will the webinars be named so we can tell what they are about at a later date? I think what we can do is put in the titles in here. We can insert the titles and maybe a brief description, just a one-line description to give you an idea of what was actually covered at the webinar that day. So I think it might make it a little easier for you to find it, and also include the dates as well. I think we'll put the dates up here for you. So yeah, no problem, Phil. We can. I'm just going to make a note of your. I'll just make a note of that, and we can tackle that one. So we'll update that. There should be no problem. Does anybody have any specific questions about the members area or getting in or using it? Philip. Hello, Philip. Wesley, is there a shortcut to register for the webinars? Yes, I will show you exactly how to find that shortcut just now. We'll take a look at that. I just got the package today, so I'm on DVD 3 so far right now. Thanks. Okay, great. Still can't figure out leaving a post. John, we're going to cover that now. The post is on the other in the forum, and we're going to look at that one now. Great job, really nice. Thank you. Excellent. Okay. All right. So if it's okay, let's move on to the forum, and there's a lot more cool stuff in the forum. So, okay. Now let me just show you how to get to the forum, in case you didn't catch this. Over here, in our main central hub, right, we've got the Traders Lab link here at the top, and if you click on that, it's going to take you straight through to the forum. Okay, and I just want to post this link. You see up here? Really simple to remember where these areas are. You've got scientificforex.com/members/forum. Now, what you can do is bookmark this. Oops. Or add this to your favorites. Right? Now, one of the ways that you can do it is visit the page, and when you're on there, just hold down the control key and press on D, the letter D. Okay? And this will add this to your favorites tab that you can access at a later stage. So you'll always have the link available under your favorites. I'm just going to copy this and paste this into the chat so everybody has this as well. So if you're looking for the Traders Lab, that's the link. I've just sent that to everyone. Okay. All right, so over here you'll find a lot of, this is where a lot of the action takes place, and where you will find, you will get to meet a lot of good traders from, well, pretty much all over the world. Everybody else who is trading the scientific forex method will be in here. You'll be able to communicate with them, you'll be able to ask your questions, and you'll be able to interact with them. Now, let's just take a look. We'll start from the top, and we'll just work our way through. Now, a lot of people come in here and are not really sure where to start or how to find their way around. Let's just break it down. At the top here, you've got your menu bar, right? You've got a lot of different options, and we'll go through each of the different options that we have here. You've also got some information about yourself, your account, and any notifications that may have come in while you were away, right? In this main central area here, let's just move it like that. You've got the actual forums, right? You've got just the Traders Lab rules in here. Now, you can't really make any posts in this area because this is for the admins or the moderators in the forum. And what actually happens here is we just post the traders rules or the rules for the lab. It's just some general practices that everybody should follow when using the forum. Right? So there's not much you can really do in there apart from read the rules. But if you look down here, you've got the main discussion area, and you've got these 3 different sections. Now each of these is a different area. If you click in there, you will find a number of different threads that are related to general trading discussion. You've got the trading journals where people are creating their own journals and tracking their trading. Right? Here, sometimes you may be having trouble. You've got a post your chart section. If you have a chart or a trade that you may have taken, you may take a screenshot of it and then you want to upload it. That would be the place where you do that. Now here we've broken it down into the download zone. Right? You can see this is where we will place any new files or any tools that we create for you to download. You can see at the moment we've got the Crossfire Signal Locator in over here. So the downloads or the actual files, the installers will be found in here, along with some explanation on how it all works and also discussion. So if you're using it and if you have questions, you can go into the section and you can start discussing it with some of the other traders there. And we'll look at how to actually go through that. Now over here we have the trading manual section. So if you have the manual and if there's any questions or anything specific about any of the topics covered in the manual, you can post it in here, right? And as you can see below that, we've got the DVD section where you can post any of the DVD questions if you have a question specific to any of the DVDs, you can post it in over here and it'll make it easier for us to reply to it and also for other people to discuss it and share their views on it. And finally, we've got the webinar registration section. Now in here, right at the top, you've got a sticky link or a sticky thread. And this is where you can find all the webinar links. Now if you click in here, there's just one thread. And what happens is every day when there's a new webinar, we'll come in here and we'll edit it and we will change the dates and the times and we will post a link to the webinar here. Now what you could do with this is once you find this or navigate your way to this page, hold down Control and press D and you can bookmark this link. So it's available later on in your favorites. Okay, so if I want to check out what I've got, here are my favorites. I can access this pretty easily from out here. Okay. Let's just go back and we'll take a look at some of the menu options that we have on the top and how it all works and how we can use this. Now, you have a user control panel. Right? Let's just click on this and go through some of the options here. Now, over here on the user control panel, these are basically options or features that will allow you to personalize your account. Also change some of the settings that you have here. Now if you want to look on the left hand side, you've got your profile, right? You can edit your email and your password. You can insert your date of birth. You can change the privacy settings, insert your homepage URL, some of your internet instant messaging contact details, give us some biography, your location and some of your interests, and tell us a bit more about yourself. Okay, let's just go through some of the other links that we have here. So your display options will basically tell you or allow you to share your information or change the settings that you'd like to change here. Right? You see, like your contact information currently is available to everybody. If you feel that your contact information you do not want to share that with everybody, you can come in here and you can just change it to your friends or whichever option you prefer. But these are basically the default settings and they will apply throughout. So over here, you can enter a profile picture. Right? If you have an avatar or an image that you like to normally use as your profile picture, you can either enter the URL, right? If you have it hosted on another website or a picture sharing service like Flickr or something like that, you could enter the link in here, or you could upload an image from your computer, and you just click on the browse button. It would take you to the upload section, and you can post that in here. And if you save changes, it's going to put in your picture. So you can upload it that way. Let's just go through to the next section. We've got networking. Let's look at contacts and friends. Right, so over here, as you get to use the forum a lot more, you will find that you have, or that you will get to interact a lot more with other traders. And if you want to add them onto your friends list, or keep their contact details close with you so that you can always communicate with them, you can add them to your contact list. You can enter the user's name in here. So let's see. I think I know Tudor. Let's see if we can find him. Okay, so we found Tudor. Now I'm not sure if he'll accept my friend request, but I'm going to send it anyway. So let's just check this item and click on Save Changes. And what will happen is Tudor will then receive, and he's just telling me that everybody's going to add him from now on. Okay, that's good. But we've added him on as a friend. He will receive the notification. And just like you can see over here, I've received a notification from one of my friends. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. So I've just ticked it, and let's just tick that there. Click on Save Changes. And okay, I think that's done. Let's just come back here and refresh this. Let's check that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I've saved it. All I have to do is just tick the box at the top and then click the Save Changes button. So, and you can see Tudor has accepted our friend request, so he's now our friend. Okay, so that's how the contacts and friends works. Let's go out to social groups. Right, so over here you have the option to create your own groups. Right? And as you sort of go along and you start meeting some of the other traders, you may want to create your own groups, or you may find, or one of the good things that you can do with groups is, you'll find that a lot of times you may not know a lot of traders who come from your sort of region. And what groups can be useful for is creating a group for traders in your region, right? So if you're from a country where you know that there are only a couple of you, you could create a group for traders from that country, or traders who trade a specific session, or traders that trade a specific currency pair. You could create a group like this, add your friends to it, and then you can get more involved. Now, a lot of these things are a lot more advanced. I don't want to take up too much time, so let's just go through a lot, some of these a lot quicker, and I can show you how to start making some posts and getting involved in the discussions. Alright, so you've got social groups, pictures and albums. If you have pictures you want to upload, you can do that. I just see one question from Mike. How do you change your username in the forum? Good question. Let's go out here. Just a sec. I think I might have turned off this feature. I'll have to look at this one. Okay, I think I might have to turn on this feature to allow you to change it. Yeah, normally you do have an option to change this, but I'll have to change this one. I think while Tudor is busy with his part, I will change this and I'll give you an update on that one. So we'll come back to look at that one. Let's just look at some of these other ones quickly, and we'll then move on to making some posts. Mike, I will update you on that in a minute. Okay. Settings and options. Edit your avatar. If you have if you have uploaded an avatar, you can remove it, or you can put on a new one. Editing your signature. That is a little post that comes in below your main post. Your email and password, pretty straightforward. If you want to change that in the system, you can. Edit options. Let's take a look at this here. These are basically contact options. Third option is private messaging options that you may have, and these will allow you to change some of the settings that you may have on the system. You don't really need to bother with too much of this here. Ignore list. You don't need to worry about too much. The list messages, these are basically settings that you have, and your subscriptions will be threads that you are subscribed to. Now, I'll show you all about that Now let's just go back to the main forum. I think a lot of people are more interested in actually posting. So let's just go out to the general discussion. Just something, a point of interest, right? When you get into the forum, a lot of times, what you can do, you may not know where to start. You may not know what's actually new. Now, the easiest way for you to actually do that is come out here to the top, and you see the new post link. If you click on that, it's going to show you the latest posts, right? And you'll notice that all the titles are bold. That means that you have not read them as yet. If you had read any of these posts, you'll find that the titles become, well, unbold. All right. Now, an easy way to know where to start is just by looking at some of the replies and the views. Okay. Now, these are the numbers of actual views or number of people that have actually requested the page or read the thread. Now, you can see straight away that over here in the Welcome to the Traders Lab thread, we've had the most views so far. Right. That's expected. Most people coming in. That's the first thing they're seeing. So you can see that it's had a lot of views, and you can also see that it's had a lot of replies. Now, you may be looking for threads that have a lot of replies, right? So if you come in over here and if you see those numbers are high, that's normally what I do. That's normally how I determine what I need to read first, okay? So if I see there's a lot of views on it and a lot of replies, I'm going to start reading over there. You don't have to do that. You can always look through the threads. You may find certain things that are more appealing to you. And let's just go in here and click on one of the threads. Alright, so for reading, it's pretty straightforward. Now, you'll find that the threads are linear in nature, meaning that the first post is normally at the top, right? And all subsequent replies are posted below that, okay? So basically, Jonathan made a post here, and then Christina replied to it, and then JDN came in and he replied as well. Mike came in afterwards, and the thread has gone on like that. Now, if you want to post a reply, right, you can come out over here to the quick reply, but you'll see that you cannot actually type anything in. No matter how much you click or try to type, it's not going to allow you to do that. That's because you need to quote something first, right? Now, for the quick reply, you have to quote something. But if you hit the post reply button out here, that's going to take you to the full reply screen, right? Now, I'll show you the difference in a moment, but a lot of the time you'll find that you don't have the time to go and hit that button and wait for it. There's a lot quicker and easier way to do it. And sometimes you may not be able to see what you're actually replying to unless you scroll down, right? In which case now, you can see that the order has been reversed. The latest post now appears at the top, right? You can then type in a title for your reply. Let's just put in some test information here. You've got the smileys that you can use, right? If you wanna use those, and you've also got the icons for that post. And all you got to do is hit the submit reply. Okay, it needs to be at least 10 characters. Let's just make it. This is a test. Oops. I'm gonna hit the back button, and it's actually taking it away. Insert my smiley. Okay, there you go. Now that's one way to make a post, right? Now let's just look at using the quick edit or the quick reply, because this is the way that you should actually be going about it. It'll make it a lot easier and a lot quicker to get your posts done. Now you can see over here, I've got my post, or let's just say I've come out to the thread, I've read a little bit, and okay, I want to make a post now. You have a quote button on the right hand side of all the posts, right? Each and every single post has a quote button. Now what this does is if you click it, it will enable the reply, right? And it'll insert that thread. So hit submit. And you can now see what has happened. It's inserted my quote from the previous thread and it's posted my reply. Okay, I do apologize, whoever's thread this is, I will delete all these posts from here. Now, let's just see. Okay, so you would have noticed that the quote button opened it out in the new thread. Now, look over here. You have the multi-quote button and you have a quick reply to this message icon here. If you click that, it enables the quick reply down here. Alright? The multi-quote, if you hit that, it's going to allow you to quote multiple messages. In fact, I think I just need to refresh this. I need to remove that. I'm going to take these off. Okay, so I've deselected them. Let's go to quick reply. Right? And you can quote the message in the reply. So you see that? It's normally a lot better to use a quick reply because you can see the posts. You may have something in your mind that you really want to share pretty quickly. In that case, just hit the quick reply button. If you want to insert that original post, tick the quote message in reply and just type in your message and then hit post quick reply, and that's done. Okay, I think I might be going over time here, so I think the post thing would have been the most important thing you would have seen, you would have wanted to know about here. Does anybody else have any other questions about the forum or how to do certain things? Let me show you how to do some searching while we're waiting here. If you want to search, right up at the top here, you've got the search forums button. Let's say you're looking for a particular topic. Let's just say Bollinger Bands. Type that in, hit the enter button. Oops. There were no matches for the search. Okay, so let's go back home. Where do we post a new thread? Excellent. Good question, Michael. I'll answer that one now. Let's just go back to search here pretty quickly. I'm in the main area, or the main forum area, the home page for the forum. And if I want to search, I can type in here Bollinger Bands. Right? Depending on where you are in the forum, if you hit the search button, it's going to search that specific area. So if you want to search the entire forum, come out here to the main or the home page of the forum in order to do that. Okay, and you can see we've pulled up any threads that did have Bollinger Bands mentioned. Some of the more advanced search options, you can use the advanced one to check those out, but sometimes you may be looking for show posts. And in that case, what it's going to do is show any posts that have the words Bollinger Band in it. Okay? So instead of looking through the entire thread, you can now see the actual post that contained those words. Okay. Let's go. No. Okay, so Michael, you want to see how to post, how to make new threads or how to make new posts. The new post section is not the place you need to go because in here under new posts, they're going to show anything that's unread. Okay, so a lot of the time when I'm using the forum, the first thing that I do is come in here and look at new posts because I want to see anything that I may have missed. Now you can see we looked at money management and we made a couple of posts in here, right? And it's now it's no longer bold, so I know that I've read that one. So I can look at the other ones. I can see all the bold titles here. I know I've got to read those, or those are ones I haven't checked out as yet. Now, if I want to make a new thread, what I've got to do is I've got to go out to the home or to the main area for the forum, right? And now I've got to choose the forum where I want to make a new thread. So let's say I want to make a new thread in the general discussion area, right? Here we have a new thread button and a new thread button out here at the top and the bottom. And you'll find this throughout the forum, only in the actual sections though, like the main discussion and any of the other sections in here, trading journals as well, right? These will have the new thread options. Once you click on a thread itself, you cannot create a new thread within that. You can only post replies. Okay, so do you see the distinction here? Right? This is a thread that can only allow you to post replies to. You cannot create a new thread within a thread. But in the main discussion area, you've got 3 different forums where you may create threads. Right? So if you come in over here, hit the new thread button. Right, so this is a test thread. Oops. You can add a tag if you want. This will make it easier for people to find your thread. And let's just go submit. Right, so now you have a thread that other guests can, or other members can reply to. Right, and we've gone through the different reply options. Now let's see how to find that. If you look in the general discussion section, here is my thread. Okay. What's the subscribe forum function? Does it support email notification of a new post thread? Yes, it does. Let's go and take a look at this here. Now, let's say I want to make a reply to this, okay? And I want to use a quick reply. Now, if you use a quick reply, you're not going to be able to subscribe to a thread, okay? This will just allow you to just make a post or a reply. But what you can do is, let's just quote that message and we'll click on Go Advanced. Now over here, Go Advanced gives you a couple of different options that the quick reply doesn't. For instance, you can type a title, you can choose some of the icons for the reply, and you've also got the notification type here. Right? Now, under thread subscription, if you click that down, you can click on instant email notification, right? And click on submit reply. Oops. Oh no. Let's go advanced. Go advanced. I think my net's just timing out. Let's come down here to notification type. And you have different options here. You can choose instant, daily, or weekly. Sometimes you may get a busy thread that's really quite busy and you may have a lot of replies coming in that may flood your inbox. So if you want to come in and change the subscription, I will show you how to do that in a second. Let's just make it instant for the time being and submit. Now, what will happen is you're not going to see any difference out here. It's going to just show you your reply was posted as normal. But in your mailbox, if somebody else came out here and posted a reply, you will get a notification as soon as it happens. Now, if 100 people came out here and posted a reply, you will get 100 notifications. So please be wary when you're subscribing to threads. If they're really busy threads, you're going to get a lot of emails coming in. Right? Now, the way you can manage your subscriptions is in the user control panel. And on the left-hand side here, you've got list subscriptions. Right? Now you can see that the threads I've posted to are threads that I've subscribed to. And I normally sort of do it that way. Now you can see the latest one that I've done it's got the list up here. Now if I want to change that, you can see the notification type that I have here. Now these ones have none. Now let's say I want to change that. I've got to select the item over here that I want to change. Let's say I want to make it a weekly email notification. I've selected that there and I click on Go. Oops. Should have done that right. Let's change that to daily. Okay, there you go. Sorry, I think the webinar software is just slowing down my internet here for a moment. But you can change these to any notification type that you prefer. How long is a normal webinar? It depends. Depends on what we're actually covering. A lot of the time we try to aim for an hour. I think it's a lot easier for a lot of people to actually pay attention to. But yeah, it depends. Sometimes it can go over 2 hours, maybe even more at times. But I think that's it. If anybody else has any other specific questions about the forum, I don't want to take up too much. I think I've taken up too much time from Tutor already. If you have anything, I'd be happy to show you. Anything else here? Just post it in Tutor. I'm not sure if you're listening. You might want to step in and let us know if you're ready to go ahead.
Hey Wesley, it's me here.
Hey Tutor, how's it going?
Hey, alright. Are you going to install also MT4 or do you want me to handle it?
I don't know. I think you can handle it. I think I've taken up enough of your time already. I think it might be quicker if you can guide them through MT4. I don't know. What do you think?
I guess so. Let me check. Yeah, okay.
I've just got one question here from Julian. Can you please tell me where I can download the Trade Assistant? That's actually on DVD number 4, Julian. So Tutor, if you're ready, anytime you can take control. Guys, if you have any questions, just post them into the box and I can reply to you via that. Tutor, ready for you.
Thank you, Wesley. It was really nice. Okay guys, my name is Tudor. I'm the main technical guy here. I developed those cool indicators like Elliott Wave Profit, Candle Force, Crossfire, and the CCFX Trading Assistant. I think I will start with showing my screen first, I guess. Let me change that.
Possible.
Oh, it's okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it from you, Wesley.
Thanks. Okay.
Okay, just a minute, guys. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, so first of all, I think I will start with installing MT4. Usually I like to use Alpari, so I'll just go ahead to Alpari. By the way, can you hear me nice? Yes, Mike, John, Pierre, Len, John. Okay, cool. That's nice. Okay, so as I said, I like Alpari. I know for me it's much nicer. If you want to download an Alpari, I'll just show you a quick trick here because sometimes you need to open an account before downloading, but let me show you. Go to Trading Platforms, MetaTrader 4, and here you will see MT4 PC. So click there. Then you will see download MT4. So just right click and save link as. And save it on your desktop or whichever it's easier for you. Okay, so after you save that one, let me just show it to you. Just a minute. Okay, so here I have an installer. All you need to do is just run the installer as administrator if you're using Windows Vista or MT4, so there is not a big problem at all. And click on yes. Then as usual accept their agreement, choose the place where you want to install that one. I think I'll just change this one to Alpari K5 because I have other different platforms there, so I'll not mess with them. And you can choose if you want a desktop shortcut or if you want to launch a program after successful installation. Click next. So you're just waiting for all of the files to be downloaded, and then should be clicking next and this should be fine. As you also saw on their website, like here you can see the build 409. This is the latest version for any MetaTrader 4, and usually I advise for all of you to have the latest build because it has free bug, it has no bugs at all, and it looks nice so far. Because some of you, if you experience any issues with my indicators, they have been developed on the latest platform. And sometimes if you try to use on a previous platform, it would give you like an error. So what you need to do is either send me an email and I'll send you a copy for older versions for any indicator, or I'll just update the platform to the latest one, 409. Okay, so should be fine, and click on finish after that. And just waiting before it starts. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the pop-up window which appeared before the platform. So if you want to open an account, you just put your name, country, state, zip code, some address, and your email, or whichever is easier for you. And choose your deposit, like for demo account, let's say 10,000, 25, 5,000. Usually I go with 10,000. Agree to their newsletter, otherwise I'll not be able to continue, and click on next. And then scan everything. You need to scan in order to see which server for quotes is closer to you. Then after you're using that one, just click on next. And here you will see the login name, the password, and the investor password. So all you need to do is just click on finish, and you're ready to use your platform.
Incoming mail.
As you can see, this is the platform, how it looks like first time when you install that one. Where it has no indicators, no expert advisor here on the right side, on the left side, and it has no custom indicators except for one which comes with the platform. So what we need to do right now, in order to use our indicators, we just need to install. If you want to know how to install all of the indicators, you have videos in the members area. So basically, here in the members area, all of the indicators which I'm developing, or all of the new versions, will be in the download zone. When you click in here, you'll see Crossfire, Signal Locator, and Candle Force Trader. I'll put here other versions for CCFX if I'll develop, and also the guide for them in case anyone would like to use them. So for each of them, you will have the description here, what it does, and also the installation and instruction video, automatic installer here, and the manual file export in case you want to place it manually in your indicators folder. Okay, so the next one is, let's say that we would like to install one. I'll just show you how to do that quick. So I'll just take ccfx.exam. Just a minute. Okay, so here is the installer. You just right click, run as administrator. Then you click on yes. And you click again on next. As you can see, the wizard detected an MT4 program. So anyway, you need to close even if you copy them manually. So I'll just go ahead and close my MT4 platform. And then I'll click on next, accept the agreement, next. And here you can choose in which MT4 platform to install your indicators. Right now I'll go only with MT4 Alpari K5, which I just installed because I have on ours it already. And I'll click on next. I'll click on next again. And just wait for it to finish, click next. And here you go. It's either you can run the application from here, but usually I uncheck because of security rules, and it could run as administrator your platform, but usually I run as a user, so it will not mess my settings. And then I click on finish, and will open my MT4 platform just now. Okay, here we go. As you can see right now on the left side I have CCFX. This is the indicator which I would like to use. I mean the trading assistant. Okay, so this is the installation process. How it goes, it's quite easy and not a lot of stuff. So what I'll do right now, I'll just go through all of my indicators and will show you how to apply them and how to use. For that I'll use my older platform, I mean another platform which I have everything set up there. Just a minute, I'll open it. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is the platform where I have all of the indicators which I developed and the expert advisors as well. So I'll open a new chart for you. I'll make it bigger. Okay, and we'll have a shifting here. Right click on the chart, click properties, and uncheck show grid. This is better for me. Okay, so here is a typical chart. Let's start with candle force. I guess it's an easier one. Candle force. It's the one which shows you the candle patterns. As soon as you click OK, you will have all of the patterns on your chart. If you want to customize them and check like different patterns or only few of them to use, just right click on your chart, go to indicator list, click on candle force or any other indicator, click edit, and then here you can customize which indicator, which candle pattern to show. So let's say that you are trading only hammer, so you set others to false, and you would like to see as well the Harami. Click on true, click OK, close, and you can see right away everything is changed here. So we see here Harami bullish, which is HBU, Harami bullish, and we can see an uptrend. Then we see a Harami bearish, and we can see a downtrend. Again, Harami bullish, and we can see an uptrend, and so on. Here it was a Harami bullish, but it wasn't a big uptrend, but it also gave us something in here. As you can see, Harami is quite nice and it gives us very nice indication of the trend. And also I suggest them to use on H1 and bigger time frames. As you know, the candle patterns, they came from Japanese guys, and they were trading them on daily charts. And so we suppose H4 should be the best and day one as well. Sometimes H1 also can give you good ideas. There's a question for Pierre, where do I get the CCFX application? It's on the disk number 4. Actually, I can show it to you how to get that. Okay, so as soon as you launch the Scientific Forex DVD4, you will see this menu, and you'll see Scientific Forex Trade Assistant. Clicking here you will see the installer, and you will see the installation instruction. This is a video how to use it and what parameters it has. And if you click on Scientific Forex Trade Assistant Installer, it will go right ahead and it will ask if you want to install it. So it will start installing it right away. You don't need to copy it anywhere. Okay, this is for Candle Force. Do you have any questions about Candle Force? If not, I'll just go ahead and we can have other questions and answer section in the end about all the indicators. Okay, the next one which I want to show to you is Crossfire Signal Locator. Okay, so crossfire signal locator is a very nice indicator for those who trust RSI cross a lot. Here you have two RSI settings. One is 14 and another one is 5. As soon as you apply it in here, you can see that there is no Fibonacci object. In order for it to function properly, we need Fibonacci on the chart. So I'll just go ahead and draw one. Here on the top, you can, in the toolbars, you can see F and a lot of lines, so which is Fibonacci retracement. Just click on that. From the left to right, if you're having a downtrend from high to low. And this is the Fibonacci. As you can see, here on the left side, you will see already that the price is, let me just shift it a little. Yeah. Okay, so the price is within range. Maybe it's too, the text is too small to see it right away, but on your chart, you'll see that the price is within range. It's okay. And you have the levels for you have levels which will be taken in account for this indicator and for stop loss and take profit. For that, let me show you something. Let me just first apply the RSI indicators here, one on another, because I had some questions how to apply two RSIs on one chart. So here, in the navigator window, if you don't have it, go to View Navigator, and you will have custom indicators. And actually for RSI, I need to go to Indicators. And here you have RSI, Relative Strength Index. Just double click on it. Apply to a chart. First I'll go with 14. Okay. Let me make this one smaller. Then use another one, RSI, and just drag and drop to the one which already exists in here, to the same small sub window. Choose the RSI period 5 and choose the color which you like. Okay, so right now here I have two RSI, and as soon as we have a cross and the bar is being closed, we will have an up or down arrow, which will show us for uptrend or downtrend. So as you can see, it will check every hour, every new bar, if there is a signal from RSI, because as we know, RSI is an oscillator and it will give you signals as soon as it goes above or below some of the price action. Okay, so for the experiment purpose, I'll just go to M1 and just shift it a little. Okay. Just a minute, let me bring in the Fibonacci. Okay, so here we have Fibonacci on M1. I'll just let it work here while I'll be talking, and soon we should see some arrows in here from RSI as soon as we have a cross. There's a question from Arun Kumar. If these indicators work best in lower time frame or higher time frame. So these indicators were developed best for Christina Chura Scientific Forex trading system, and they work better on higher time frames, starting from H1 and higher. So I definitely advise you to use them on higher time frames. There are people who are trying to use them on lower time frames like M15, M30 or M5, but the success rate is not as big on the higher time frames because the price action is very crazy sometimes on lower time frames. So better just to keep them on higher time frames. And if you are a beginner, what I will advise you first is just to go ahead through the manual, through all of the 4 DVDs, and only after you understand completely the system, how to manually trade it, go ahead and try the indicators. So let's say if I will, like from my experience, how I developed these indicators, and I saw that I need them, it was in the following sequence. I learned the system when I used the Candle Force Trader indicator, which shows me the candlestick patterns. So as soon as I got like a feel that I know definitely how everything works, then I followed the system like for 2 weeks. As soon as I got used to that, like definitely, I start using the Crossfire signal locator, which has RSI arrows there. And only after that I moved to CCFX Trading Assistant. If you will have everything based only on the Trading Assistant, you will not have such a big probability of winning a trade as you know the system properly. Because we, like as the humans, we know better when the market will go in one direction or another. It's very hard to program something in a trading assistant to check, let's say, for news which are coming and what will be the market sentiment and so on. So this is why you better go ahead and learn the system than use the indicators. There is also a question, do I have time to show how to insert the MAs into the OSMA oscillator? I think Christina is using RSI over OSMA. So what I will do here, as you can see, I already applied to RSI in here. The only thing I need to do is just to apply the OSMA in here. So I'll just go ahead. And here you can see moving average of oscillator. And I'll just drag and drop on the same window with RSI. Click OK. And here you go. Here you can see the OSMA and you can see the RSI as well. There is one thing, the OSMA is above the RSI lines. Usually Christina likes to have RSI lines above OSMA, so the OSMA to be in the background. So what I will do right now, I'll just delete this indicator and apply a new one, just double clicking here. Then apply 2 RSI indicators on top of it. Here is 5 with red, and another one here is 14 and blue. Okay, click OK. And here you go. Here we have RSI on top of OSMA. Maybe you'll need to adjust the colors because these colors are kind of not good for eyes, the red and blue on the black background. So I'll just advise you to change the colors, the one which you like more. And here you go. This is how to adjust. Okay, so I think this is it for Candle Force and Crossfire. I'll go ahead and show you the Elliott Wave Profit. I'll just remove this one and this one as well. Actually, I'll open a new chart. Okay, some of you have experienced that Elliott Wave was crashing the platform. If you experienced that one, that means you're not using the latest platform for your MT4. What I will suggest is to mail me and I'll send you a new copy of Elliott Wave for older platforms. I think I'll post one also in the Traders Lab. But let me show you what you need to do in case your platform really crashes of any indicators you apply. Like it's either any of the indicators in future or the one you experienced in past. So what you need to do is just close your MT4 platform. Then let's say this is the shortcut for my MT4 platform. What I will do to go like right away to this indicator and not to other, right click, go to properties, And here you can see a very nice button, Open File Location. Click on that. And right away you will have a folder opening where all the experts are located and all the indicators. And this is the MT4 platform which I'm using, so which I just installed. So I'll just go and explain to you here. You see the experts folder, double click on it, and just delete the CCFX X4, or let's say that this is the one which causes me some issues, and just delete that one. And here you go. Or if you have an indicators which causes you problems, let's say it's Ichimoku or any other, just mark that one, click on delete, click yes, and after that open your platform and it will work like before in case the problem was in any indicator. Okay, let me open my platform back. I just closed that one. Okay, so the Elliott wave profit. Under the custom indicators, in case you already installed that one, you will have Elliott wave profit. You just apply it in here, and you have the draw first lines and the colors for both. For the painting color and the profit color. The profit color are for lines which follow, which are not yet covered by the price action. So as you can see, this one doesn't really look like an Elliott wave because the second wave is bigger than the first and it's not good. So I just need to adjust that one. But what I can see here is that I have a very big first wave in here, then I have second as well like in here, and I have a third one in here. So I'll just need to adjust. Before doing that, I'll just right click on the chart, go to properties and click on show object description. So this way I can see which wave is what. Okay, so double click on first wave, rotate this one, and it works like charm. It updates all of the Elliott wave patterns. Okay, move the wave one and wait for a new tick to come. Okay, here you go. As you can see, it went all the way down there. Actually, I'll put it in here. Okay, I'll adjust the wave to in here. And okay, so if you don't understand what I'm doing with chart, if you just click on here where you have a quotes and just click and drag and drop, you can minimize and maximize the chart. So just clicking here and drag and drop like here. Not drag and drop, but just go up or down, and you can see that the price is making smaller or bigger. This is very nice in case I want to see where is that wave ending. So I'll just adjust the wave 3 here. Okay. And this looks to be like wave 5. Also, I'll just go here on the left side and we'll check something. I can see that wave 1 is 180 pips and wave 3 is 185 pips, 102 percentages from first wave, which is quite nice and follows all of the rules from Elliott wave. So I have wave 1, 2, 3, and 5. It could rise up till this level, which is the 61 percentages. Wait, wave 4 is 38 percentages from wave 3. But I'm not yet sure if it will go there. So for that, I'll just go ahead and draw a channel in here. If you want to get the chart back to original price, to original zoom, just double click here on the right side as well. And as you can see, it covered everything. So I'll just draw a channel in here. Or actually I think I'll go to a higher time frame. Yep, Let me delete first Elliott wave to draw the channel so I can see it better. Okay, we have one here, we have a trend line here, and we have a trend line. If you want to copy any of the lines, just mark that one by double click, hold your control key, and click and drag and drop, and here you go. As you can see, this looks to be like a channel. Okay, I'll just delete that one, go back to H1, and apply the Elliott wave again. So I'll just adjust this one for me. And here the price goes within channel. Okay, so if following Elliott wave, we can see that the price could go within this channel like very smoothly. Okay, okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so what I will estimate in here, it could be that the price could raise a little bit to the middle of a channel, then it could go down all the way to this level to finish wave 5, then could go all the way up to close the channel in here. So as you can see, this is how Elliott wave works nice in the channel. It just shows you where the price could go. There's a question also, ideally for the Elliott wave, which is the best place to start drawing? So the best place to start drawing for Elliott wave is where you can see that there is a price action. So like here, let me just, like here you can see that the price was ranging. There was not much price action. But here we can see that the trend started to go down, then up, and then again down. So this is definitely looks to be like a downtrend, and we can start applying Elliott wave in here. This could be that it was ending another Elliott wave or another price action, like we can see here going up, down, and then again up and down. So, but again, here what we can see that there is really a price action going on, not just a range one. This could be also considered like as a double as a double top, like first top, the second one, and then it goes all the way down. This could be also as an indication for first wave of Elliott wave. There's a question like from John. Right now it keeps looking to me like the placing of Elliott wave is completely random. In other words, you just put the waves whenever you please. I'm certain there is more to it. I will need to see a video which explains where to put it on the chart. So you have a video in the, I think in the members area, if I'm not mistaken, Wesley already placed that one. And sorry, I'm just reading a question here. And then you can use that that video for explanation. Also here, as I said, if you have a random market here, this is not a good idea to place the Elliott wave. You just need to see like some action. Like in here, as I said, we had like a double top in here. You see, almost it was like a perfect double top. You see here and here, and we can see that the price start going all the way down. And this is the indication that the trend start working, and we definitely can place the Elliott wave. Okay, that already makes things clear. Thanks from John. Okay, cool, John. Let me check other questions. I have a question from Pierre about, can you not draw wave4's tip to the last candle? You can draw wave4 anywhere you would like. So yes, like here, maybe the wave4 will not go all the way. So let's suppose that the wave4 will just end very soon in here, okay? Or just let's give it some more pips. And as we can see, it looks to be that the price would like to play within this channel very nice. And this is the Elliott wave doesn't check which channel you have or whatever you have in here. As we can see, it looks like Elliott wave shows us very nice price action. So what we need to do, we just need to check and wait for a new, what I'll do in here, I'll just wait for a bar to close in a bearish bar like this one, where close is below open, and only after that I will look ahead to go and enter a trade in the downtrend for finishing wave 5. But for now I will just not enter any trade, I will just watch to see what will happen. Also check the main news releases, like you can check them on Forex Factory. Factory.com. You can check if there is any news coming up. So right now we have from Swiss franc we have a foreign currency reserve. So it looks like it didn't influence anything, and we have at 3:15 a high impact news expecting. So what I'll do right now, it's 11 my side, and until 3:15 there's like 4 hours. So I'll just wait to see what the price will do. So what can happen? Maybe many are expecting to be like a good forecast. So as soon as the news will come, I'll just watch the market, and if it goes in the direction of wave 5, then I think definitely I will just enter in wave 5 for a downtrend. Yeah, it's on GBP USD, so it also influences that. So I'll just wait to see what will happen there. Okay, there is a question also from Anna. T, can you please show where to get the chart template? Yes, so as soon as you install the Scientific Forex, you'll have the chart template also in here. So just click here on the templates, or in the chart you have template, and here you will see Scientific Forex. So as soon as you click on that one, let me just open a new chart so I'll not change that one. Okay, so either here in the chart or here you can see, let me just drag and drop this one. You can see Scientific Forex. Just click on this one. And here you go. This is the Scientific Forex chart template for Christina indicators. You have a Bollinger Band, you have parabolic SAR, you have a RSI, you have a OSMA, and you have a MACD as well. So here you go. Okay, so here the last one is the trading assistant, then we'll do the live questions and answers sections. Also, there's a comment from Anna as well that we can make sure that we're waiting for a definitive fractal or swing high that formed before entering a sell trade. This is also a very good tip to follow before entering a sell trade. Okay, so the trading assistant, let me install it in here. The trading assistant is in the Experts Advisors. It's called the CCFX. Sorry, I just have so many things going on in here. CCFX. Okay, so double click on that. Use your username and password. Let me just get a username. Just a minute, guys. So far, if you can, please post the questions for me. So after I'll finish this one, I'll answer them to you. Okay, coming up. Okay, so I have a username. Okay, so here you use the username and password which you are using to log in to your members area, actually to the Traders Lab or to our members area. Then click on OK. And here on the right side you will see that Scientific Forex is working very nice and there are no problems at all. If you will have any issues and you don't know what is happening there, let me just give you some ideas what could be. Let's say I didn't allow DLL imports, okay? I'll click on OK. And you can see that it is not working. So here in the Experts tab, you can see that DLL calls are not allowed. So this is a very good indication that I didn't do something. Okay, so what I need to do, I just right click on the chart, go to Expert Properties, go to Expert Advisor, go to Properties, or just click F7, it's very easy to remember, F7, magic number, and click on Allow DLL, and click OK. And here you go, it works again. Alright, so let me explain what all the numbers here mean. As we all know, actually, let me just apply it to this chart. Just a minute. Make sure you have allow live trading and allow DLL imports. Don't steal my password yet, because I'll change it right away after this webinar. Okay, so on the white chart, I just had a pop-up for sell signal on USD 60-minute chart. I'll just click no for now. Okay, so here, what I will do right now, I'll just right click, go to properties of Expert Advisor and change the colors. Text color will go with blue. Uptrend color also blue. And background color will go with white. Okay, click OK. Let's wait just for a new tick. Okay, here you go. This is better right now. This is how you change the colors for Trading Assistant. So as we know, Christina also likes a lot to take a look at the Relative Strength Index, the OSMA, and the Bollinger Band and the MACD. But she likes more to take in account the RSI and the OSMA. So what it does, it checks all of these indicators in here and gives us a total trend score. Okay, as you can see, RSI has like a very strong sell signal because we just had the cross. Okay, so as you can see, we just had a cross for a sell signal, but also the OSMA indicated that it was an uptrend here. But if we'll just look closer, we can see that here could be a high point as well. Like if we're looking at the histogram as a line chart, we can see that here is a low point and here could be a high point. So I'll just wait in here to see what will happen. So again, the RSI had just a cross, so we have a very strong signal for the sell. The OSMA had a buy signal like 6 bars ago, and we have a buy signal like not very strong. The MACD gives us a sell signal, but the cross was like way too far away, like in here, so it's not a strong one. And the Bollinger Band gives us a buy signal. Why it's a buy signal? Because the price is in the lower Bollinger, Bollinger Bands, and it could go up in like, it could go uptrend all the way to the upper Bollinger Band. So this is why it gives us a buy signal. Also, when there is like a pop-up window like you saw, you'll have a stop loss and take profit calculated automatically. And how it works, if we have a sell signal, it checks the difference between here and like what's the distance from this one to the upper line, which is 21 points, and then it multiplies that by 3 for take profit, like 1 to 3 take profit. If you want to change that one, in the properties, here you have a reward factor. So if you want to give you like 1:2 risk-reward ratio, just place this one in here too, and then click OK. Also, you have a maximum stop loss allowed. If the stop loss will be bigger than 50, then it will give you 50 for stop loss as a safety measure in case you have like a very big spike or something like that. Okay, check real time. If you want to check only as soon as the candle closes, set this one to false. It will check as soon as there is a new candle. If you want to check real time, set this one to true. So I'll click OK here. And we can see 46% is downtrend. So there is nothing happening yet. Let me just simulate the happening. Let's say this one. Here we have the score ratios. So these percentages takes in account RSI, OSMA, all these indicators. If you think RSI is trusted more than 45% of the total score, you just put this one in here like 50 or even 55. And you think the OSMA, let's say this one is 50, OSMA is 40% from the total score, and MACD and Bollinger is 5, because they're not so important, but they give us a very good assurance of a trend in case we're going to the right direction. Click OK. And right now you can see there is a 50% downtrend because we raised the RSI and OSMA. So what I'll do again in here is notify on percentages. Let's say I'll just simulate this on 50. Okay, so as soon as I have a 50% or bigger uptrend or downtrend score, I will have a pop-up window in here. So it needs to be 50 or more. So I'll just put here 47. Okay, let's wait for a mid tick. There is no pop-up window. Strange. Oh, okay, I was changing RSI. Sorry, my bad. Okay, 50 and 47 here. Okay, as you can see, as soon as I changed, I have here USD Swiss franc 60-minute chart, a sell signal with 26 pips stop loss and take profit 52 pips. So as I said, here we have 20 to 23 pips, and it adds extra 3 pips as a safety measure. And then this one is multiplied by 2, the risk factor which we set. And if I click on yes, I will have an order being opened right away. Here I can see that there is a sell USD Swiss franc. And I just need to check if it will be a sell signal or not. But actually I wouldn't enter this one because as you can see here, I'm at a very, it looks to be like a very good trend line in here. A very good trend line in here, so I'll just wait to see what the price will do. If it will break below that one, then I definitely could enter it. Okay, so this was the Trading Assistant. You can see the video in the DVD number 4, the browser version and everything else. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and answer your questions. Feel free to post them. I'll just read them and answer one by one. Okay, so first one. There is a question from Paul. Can I email you the Elliott Wave, the older one? I'll post that one in the forum and as well will email you, Paul. There is a question from Philip. Is it possible to line up the 0 level of OSMA with the 50% level to the RSI? Actually, it's not quite possible because Actually, right now it's 50%, as you see on the chart. But if we'll scroll down, let me just check a minute. Okay, if we will scroll, you can see that it is dynamically adjustable. This comes from MT4 platform, and there is like nothing to do for us. But what you can do here, you can try to go to OSMA properties, and here you can see, it's not here. Okay, we have a fixed minimum and a fixed maximum. So what you can do in here, you can check what's the distance for OSMA. It gives me, okay, so let me, just a minute, I'll show you right away. Just apply a new one and check. Oh wait, I just applied MACD. Okay, so here you can check the distance. The highest distance is 0.0012. So for OSMA properties, here the fixed maximum and minimum, you can put, what it was there? Okay, so I'll put 1.5 and the same one for minimum. Click OK. And here you go. It will be every time at the 50 level of the RSI. So actually you can do that. As you can see, I just solved it right away. So if you have any difficult questions, we can do it right away. The main idea in here is that you need to have the same distance between the top and bottom of a middle level. There is a question, can I use CCFX for indication only without suggesting and entering trades from Gerhard? Yes, you can use that. Right click on the chart, expert properties. Here, what you can do, just a minute. Okay, I don't see that option in here. Okay, so what you can do, you can put notify on percentages 100 and you will not have any pop-up window. But what you can do, you can check in here every time there is an uptrend or downtrend. As you can see right now, we have a 90% downtrend. As I said, here is a high point for OSMA. And we have a very clear signal for 90% of downtrend. If this one will break, then I think I can really enter a trade and go all the way up in here, 40 pips. Okay, let me check other questions, guys. Here there was a question from Pierre, just a minute. Pierre, can you please type one more time again in here, your question? I think it's too many here. I cannot find yours. Sorry about that. Okay, there is another question. Is the default parameter of CCFX can use directly without any changes? Yes, this is the default parameters. Christina uses them as well. But as I said, definitely, first of all, just use the, not use, but learn how to use the Christina system, then use both. Otherwise, you can get in quite troubles because you'll think that the price will go in one direction, but then you'll not go in the same direction. And you need to take into account the human factor and also the market sentiment. Okay, the question from Pierre, is it safe and advisable that after executing a trade based on CCFX, we could leave a platform without continuous monitoring of a price movement on the chart, or just we always stay at the platform? From my experience right now, after I know how the system works, what I am doing, I'm waiting for signal from the CCFX trading assistant. As soon as I enter that, I have a trailing stop. Here you can see that there is a trailing stop feature. That's it. Okay, use trailing stop. So I set this one to true, and I have a 25 pip trailing stop. So as soon as the price, let's say, if I'm here in a sell trade and the price goes all the way down, then it will protect at least 25, at least, so let's say if I have a 50% of profit pips, then it will protect at least 25 pips of my gain. So definitely you can leave it unattended, but only, as I said, I advise to do that only when you know properly how scientific forex works. Oh, there is a question. How will you show us the Fibonacci sequence level setup on MT4? Yes, it's quite easy. So what I'll do in here, I'll just draw a Fibonacci for you. Let's say this is the Fibonacci. So many of you don't know how to set up is because you need to click on this red line of Fibonacci, which is the diagonal for Fibonacci. Double click on it and you can move it. If you click on the middle, you can move it where you want. Then right click, go to Fibo properties, and in the Fibo levels you can add whichever levels you need. So let's say that you want to add the 13 level in here. So you click on add and put here 0.13, which is the 13 level. And if you want to see also the value in dollars, just put the percentages dollar. And here, leave a space, put percentage dollar, and click OK. Okay, as soon as you click OK, here, let me just, I'll just move this one a little in here. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a 13 percentages level as well, and we have 1.57, the value of it here. If it's hard for you to click on this one, just right click on the chart, go to object list, and here find the Fibo, and just click on edit, and it will give you the same pop-up window. There's a question. When using CCFX, does Crossfire SL have any additional use? Any additional use for Crossfire SL, it will give you the stop loss and take profit based on your Fibonacci, which you draw the upper and lower level. But basically it gives you also where is that cross. It will show you the arrow for the RSI cross. The CCFX can only give you the signal from RSI, like how long ago it was the RSI cross there, but it will not give you the up or down arrow. Okay, from David, thanks for the useful webinar. You're more than welcome, David. There's a question, have any backtesting been done on the CCFX system to show which settings work best on which time frames? So the better settings is the one which are default, which we have already, and those settings are also used by Christina. Here's a question from Aaron. Will the system be able to calculate the lot size from risk percentage? I will take that in consideration for the future versions. And as soon as we release a new version, I will have that one taken also in account. A question from Arun Kumar. In the Elliott wave, which wave should be bigger? Is there a rule to draw those waves? Yes, the first wave should be the one which is, okay, so the third wave is the biggest one. Let me just show you how to know what is the pattern for Elliott wave. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, here, the Elliott wave, just click on that. Take the wave, move it somewhere on the chart where you can see that one. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the price pattern of the Elliott wave, how it should look. Let me make it. Okay, here we go. And here you can see that wave 1 how many pips, and wave 3 is 161% from wave 1. Usually this is the common settings, is like 160% from wave 1, but it depends on the market. Sometimes it can be 110, 120. The main rule in here, wave 3 should be bigger and almost as wave 1. Wave 5 could be the same as wave 1, so at the same level. And also wave 2 and wave 4, usually they're like 30% from the previous waves. A, B, and C, they're also calculated by the following formula. Wave A is around 60% from wave 5, and wave C is again around 60% from wave A. So if you look on the left side and if you just draw the Fibonacci level of the Elliott wave, you just move it in anywhere on your chart and you can see the default parameters. There's a question, is wave 1 trend down beginning at the top and going down and vice versa for uptrend? Yes, Alex, this is true. You got it all right. There's a question, has any testing been done with PSAR? Is it okay to use for the trailing stop? And if so, can that be an option on VA? I will take that in consideration, Irmelinda. But actually, Christina uses also PSAR for trailing stop and for checking, like having like a visual level for stop loss. There's a question from Julian. CCFX is not working on the tester. It will not work on the tester because for any signal which comes, you need to give approval for entering or not entering. And it works only in real time. It doesn't work on the tester. There's a question from Pierre. If Christina will feel necessary to change the settings for her default, will be notified and have a downloaded updated version for Trading Assistant? Yes, Pierre. If there is any changes in the system, Christina will notify each of you and will have to update their software as well. And you'll receive any new software with no cost at all. If you want to see again this webinar, Russell, you will be able to see that one in the members area. Let me show you where it is. Okay, so here in the members area, you can see the watch, download, and register for webinars. And I think we have to create a new thread in here. Yes, we'll create a new thread in here for all of the webinars from 1 and so on. So you can watch them at any time. And we also will put the name for each webinar so you know which is one. A question from Alex. Is the red wave suggesting the future direction, slope, and the duration? Yes, Alex. I will not take as a duration, but I will more take as the future direction and the level. Sometimes it depends on the price. It could be faster or lower, but usually it covers like 80% of the price and 60 to 80% of the duration. Oh, there is a question also. Okay, there is a question from Paul. Can I go back to see the chart where Crossfire has the arrow? Yes, as we can see here, we have an arrow from Crossfire. Let me just zoom in a little. We had here an up signal from RSI, and as soon as the new bar, we had here a buy signal. And if we were following that one on M15, we would have like 10 pips. But again, as I said, this is better to use on a bigger time frames. And here is the red line for stop loss and the blue line for take profit. and actually it hit that. And as you can see, if you use this on the higher time frames, these are bigger pips in take profit and stop loss. And here we have a sell signal with a stop loss on the closest level of Fibonacci and take profit again on the closest levels. This is how it looks. How to copy a trend line to have a channel. I'll just show it to you one more time. Okay, so let's say that we have an uptrend here drawn on the high point. I'll just take it from here. Okay, very clear. So you double click on this line. When you hold your control key, click again on the line. Wait, click on the line and just drag and drop, and here you go. So basically this could be a better channel if we're looking at that. Or you can drag it in here. It's up to you, but I think this is a better one because we can see some levels in here. So I'll just put this on in here and just adjust. So here you go. Here could be an uptrend, but let's see how the price will react. There's a question from Steve. I have crossfire on my chart, but I'm not getting the arrow displayed. I only get the red and blue lines. What I will suggest to you when you have this one, just right click on the chart, go to object list and check if you have this object, arrow side effects, and again this one. If you don't have this one, then just email me and I will double check with you what's wrong there, but you should have them. Maybe they're too far away. It depends on which time frame you're using. If you're using on M1, then the arrows could be too far away. So just zoom in, like zoom out, like I have done with here. In here, click on the price and drag and drop. Click and zoom out. You should be able to see the arrows. If you have the lines, then definitely you should have the arrows as well. Question from Alex. Combination of channels and alert waves forms a very powerful opportunity. Actually, yes, it's quite a powerful opportunity. Anything which gives us the price future direction, it's a very good, it's a good indication. Question from Felix. Does it matter if I put my Fibonacci level in different sequence 0, 13, and so on? No, it does not matter because it will adjust them right away. It will adjust them in ascending order, so don't worry about that. Okay, guys, I have 5 more minutes before we end this webinar. Feel free to post your last questions. Okay. Good job, Tudor from Phil. Thank you, Philip. Very nice of you. I think I answered all of the questions. Wesley, if you can see any other questions, feel free to forward them to me. Yeah, it looks like I answered all of them. Yeah, I can hear you, Wesley. I think you came online.
Yeah, I've been listening in the background to the. I think we pretty much covered everything. There was the Fibonacci, adding the levels that people want to know about, and also duplicating the trend line, which I think we've covered.
Yeah.
If you have any other follow-up questions about the members area or MT4 or anything related to the system or trading itself, you can send them to support@scientificforex.com.
Yes.
And we will look at that. Also, if there are topics that you want us to cover, if you're having trouble with anything specific, just send us a description or send us some information. I think a lot of the times, if you send a screenshot with it, it actually helps us to identify some of the problems and advise you better. So the more information you give us in the email, the better the better information we can send back to you. So
yes, definitely.
And I think also we're available most of the day. So just post anything in, and we'll be happy to take a look at that for you.
Yeah, that's true. And one more thing, if you experience any problems with any indicator or expert advisor or anything, the best way to do that is go to Experts tab here, and usually if there is any error, you will see it right away in here. Like here, with a red triangle, we can see that DLL's calls are not allowed. And in the Journal tab as well, sometimes you can see some errors. But the best way to go is in the Experts.
Yeah, I think if you send us that information, it helps us know what's wrong with it and how to sort of advise you. I think also like on the Skype chat as well. Sometimes if you say hello, you know, we might be busy chatting with other people, or we might be working on something else. We may not pay attention to it. But if you actually send us your question and say, I've got a problem with CCFX or whatever it is, we know it's something that you need help with. We know that you're not contacting us just to make contact or to say hello. So that might also help you get whatever help you need. Just let us know what the problem is, just a brief description, and we can then assist you with it. One question from Philip, drawing short horizontal trend lines, tutor. I think if you draw a trend line and if you double click on it to show the nodes and then right click, on one of the tabs you will have the array option. You just got to untick. I don't know if you can show that.
Yes, I can show it. Let me go to another. Okay, so here, let's say that this line is, I have too many lines. Okay, so here, let's say this is the small line. I'll just right click, go to trend line properties and click on ray. And here you go. As you can see, it's it goes all the way up. I don't even see where it ends. So if you want that one to end shortly, just right click on trend line, go to trend line properties, and there is an array option which is turned off. And here you go, it's smaller.
Yeah, on the parameters tab.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is it, Wesley. Thank you for being here with me. And
you're welcome.
And this webinar.
Yeah, we will end this webinar. Just also another note. All the webinars that are recorded and that will be available. I've posted the link to everybody in the group chat today. If you can just maybe click on this.
Yeah, I can open that one. It's scientificforex.com/member/webinar.
Yeah. Any questions or any feedback on the webinars themselves, you're welcome to send them into our email address. And I'm just reading a question here from, or a comment from Muzz saying, very helpful but a little bit overwhelmed. I think, you know, that's a natural thing. It happens with everybody when they sort of, you know, pick up one of these packages. The thing is not to sort of let it get to you. Go through the materials at your own pace. It's not a race. It's not a contest or anything. There's no prize for the person who starts trading the system first. Some of the ways that you should actually tackle this is if you're totally new to trading and you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, just start with the DVDs. Start with DVD number 1. Go through that completely. Whatever questions you have, make a note of them. Send them in to us and we'll answer, or we can then host another webinar and we can cover those topics. Go through the DVDs from DVD 1 to DVD number 4, and by the time you go through it, you should have a pretty good idea of how it all works. What you need to do next is then start actually applying the system. So just like Tutor downloaded and installed the platform, get a platform, create a demo account, and just start trading it on a demo account. The only time you should start thinking about going live or worrying about trading it on a live account is once you can prove to yourself that on a demo account you can make consistent returns over an extended period of time. That's when you should start thinking about trading it on a live account. So just go through it in that process. Go through the DVDs in sequence, read the manual, get a good understanding of how everything works, start trading it on a demo account, and then start applying some of the other tools. A lot of the tools like the Candleforce and the Crossfire and the CCFX, they're not there to sort of to do it for you. They're there to help you do it and to make it easier for you. So you need to have a good understanding of how the system works and then use those tools to help sort of streamline the process and to make it a lot better. Don't be overwhelmed by it. I know it can be difficult, especially if you're still new to it. But trust me, if we can do it, you can do it. And there are a lot of guys out there who are a lot smarter than we are, so I'm pretty sure you guys are not going to have any trouble with it. And again, there's no such thing as a stupid question. If you have questions, get involved in the forum, make your posts, send us your screenshots and stuff, because then we can help you, and then we can give you some advice, and we can put you on the right track. So don't hesitate to take advantage of the support options, and also get to know the traders in the forum as well, because you'll find a lot of the time you will get very good information from other traders who are trading it as well, and they'll be able to help you out. And you'll find that the traders in there are a pretty friendly group, and they'll assist each other. So take advantage of those things. I think that's it from my side, Tudor, unless you've got anything to add.
No, that's it. Thank you everyone for joining our webinars, and we will notify you 24 hours in advance for new webinars, or even better, we'll post the link and time in the Traders Lab.
Yeah. Also, this is for you, and whatever you want to see and whatever you need help with, that helps us sort of prepare a lot of these webinars. So if you need help with specific things, the only way we'll know what to cover is if you tell us. So let us know what you want to see, and we'll be happy to sort of accommodate that. Awesome. I think that's it. Okay, we'll end it here. Thank you everybody for assisting or for attending. It's nice to see everybody here, and we'll post this one up in the members area, and we'll let you know as soon as it's there so you can check it out. So have a good day.
The